Welcome. We are going to do a guided meditation. We're going to take a look at the past season of winter and really a reflection of this entire year. So, if you will, go ahead and close your eyes and settle in. Get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in. And when you exhale, go ahead and release any tension that you might be feeling. Just let it all go. And when you're ready, I would like you to imagine that you're standing at the edge of winter. Just picture the stillness, quiet, deep, hushed beauty of the season. What does winter mean to you? I'd like you to think back to the winter months, time for planning and dreaming. Just like seeds buried beneath the snow, your intentions and your goals lay dormant, gathering strength. You took the time to reflect, to go inward and strengthen what came from a period of deep rest and thoughtful preparation. We're going to acknowledge the patience. You trusted the process, knowing that all things will have their season. So just take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, just release all of that beautiful, quiet moments of winter that we experienced at the beginning of the year. Maybe it was your New Year's resolutions. Whatever it was, just go ahead and acknowledge. Going to shift our focus to the spring's renewal. And we know this begins to take place because the cold begins to soften and the light returns. Now imagine yourself stepping into spring. With this new energy, your plans for winter begin to sprout. This is a time of action and renewal. You started to put your ideas in motion, planting the seeds of your intention. Remember the first signs of growth, the small steps you took that led you to new beginnings. Also, when you took a look outside, you noticed that the trees were beginning to bud. All the leaves really started to fill out. As you saw all of these different signs of growth, just think back to your own time during the spring and what are some of the things that you began to focus on to bring into motion. Just remember all those small steps that you took. When you did that, the virtue that you embraced during that time was courage. Taking risks, venturing out into the unknown. Just as the first buds push through the earth, you push through challenges, fueled by the promise of a new life. Just take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Just tap into that beautiful energy one more time. The feelings, the freshness of the new season, that invigorating energy, and also hopeful, purposeful movement. It's like really starting to move forth with some of the things that you really wanted to accomplish during the season. Just take a moment to acknowledge that and just the excitement around having the longer days, starting to feel warmer. It's just so incredibly beautiful. So we're going to continue to move forward, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at summer. We just left that season. And as we arrive at summer, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Chinese medicine, the element is fire. It's a time of pure passion, expansion, and all of that vibrant energy, all of the fun festivities that goes along with it being warm outside, the boating and all of the fun things. The three areas that I'm just going to mention, of course, the first one's going to be passion. This is the season to follow what truly ignites you. Think about the passionate projects that came through you this year. Maybe it was hobbies that brought you a lot of joy, and the people who filled your heart with warmth. This is also to acknowledge the time to lean into the fire that you allowed to guide you. So just tap into that for a moment. The next area of focus is going to be abundance. Look around and see the fullness of the season. Flowers in full bloom, and the days are at their longest. Third area to tap into is joy. When we think of summer, I always think of it as a time of community and connection. The long days invite us to gather, to share laughter, and build lots of memories, not only with families, but with our friends, where we go hiking, have those incredible picnics. The summer also is all about heart energy, and the more we tap into that, the healthier we actually are physically. I guess you could say the virtue of summer is joy. It's the courage to be fully present, to celebrate your efforts, and to simply be in the moment. As you feel the warmth of the sun's glow on you, just allow it to remind you of your own inner light. That light is meant to be shared with the world, whatever it may be. Very slowly start to bring ourselves into the fall element. Feel the energies once again as they move through you. And this time, as the heat of summer begins to soften and that gentle coolness starts to enter the air, this is a time of harvest and centering yourself. So yeah, let's just take a moment to ground ourselves. Feel the solid earth beneath you. This is a time to come back to center, to find stability after a period of rapid growth and expansion. Just like the trees release their leaves, this is the time for you to let go of what no longer serves you, of your personal harvest, the lessons learned, the accomplishments celebrated, and the strengthened relationships. Settle into a feeling of being grounded and whole in the state of calm and balance. So there's a few things that we can contemplate as we let go of the first 3 seasons. Just ask yourself a couple of these questions. You can always come back to these later, but in your morning meditations or whenever you have time to check in, these are just good markers to see where you are. And the first thing to contemplate is, where in my life do I feel the most grounded and stable? Where do you feel the best? What beliefs or habits am I holding on to that I need to let go of to feel more centered? How can I nourish myself physically, emotionally, and spiritually so I have a strong foundation from which to give to others? As we move into the holidays, we will no doubt be around family. Having these already contemplated will really give you a nice solid foundation in which to enjoy the holidays. How can I be a source of stability and support for my family members? What is a family tradition or a shared value that grounds us, and how can I honor that? Are there any unresolved conflicts or tensions that are shaking my family's foundation? And what small steps can I take to bring back a sense of peace? Just take all of that in, see if any of that applies, and start to formulate a game plan. How do you bring your A game into your family? Then just the third area for us to take a peek at is for our areas of work. We spend so much time with our coworkers and work that doing a little mini inventory is always such a beautiful thing, so that you can be your very best and be the calm in the middle of chaos, if that's what your work environment is. Just contemplate these 3 questions, if you will. How can I contribute to a more grounded and supportive work environment? How can you be the calm in chaos? Maybe you are the chaos. If you are, how can you stop that? Whatever the scenario may be. What is one thing I can do to help a coworker feel more secure or appreciated? What a beautiful thing to do that. And the last thing to take a look at is, Am I creating a solid foundation for my own work, or am I constantly rushing and feeling unstable? Bringing that beautiful focus back home to yourself. What can you do to be your best every day? And allow that to spill over into everything. So take a nice deep breath in when you're ready. And let it out. This is a beautiful transition into the fall element. I will be talking more about some game plans for that, what the fall element is, and how we can truly thrive as we move into the last phase of the year. The fall is all about letting go, sadness, and grief. So it doesn't have to be a heavy thing. It can be melancholy, and there's some beautiful ways in which we can navigate the sadness of letting go into just a beautiful experience all the way around. So I hope you will join me as we move forward throughout the rest of the year. Listen to my podcasts. My website is lizznaughton.com. I hope you take a peek there. I also will post some blogs if you actually like reading. I know I do. I love research. But until then, please know that you are loved, and namaste.